Okay, so new contract. Let's start the extraction, see how it goes. Okay, so we're at the extraction site. We'll see what we can find with this handy dandy magnetometer, or however you want to pronounce it. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. We appear to have found something. It looks like a stug, or stunkerschutz. Sort of a bush in the name. We'll mark it by a flag, and we will go dig her up. Okie dokie. So, here's the excavation site, which includes our lovely little... Oh, stop the thingy. Our lovely little, yeah, stunkerschutz it looks like. We'll grab the pressure washer and we'll get it cleaned up. Alright, that's what, 31% clean, that's more than enough. We can get it loaded onto the trailer. Should we go have a look? Where is it? There it is over there. It's kind of hard to see, but we'll be able to see it better when we're back in the workshop, which is what we're going to go do now. Right, so here's the state our stug is in currently. Bit of a mess, if I'm honest. Nowhere near our nice little Panzer III over here, but you know, it is what it is. I reckon we should start by stripping off the running gear, stripping off any of the bits we can't repair ourselves, like this jack and the ropes and stuff. Stripping out the engines and starting to clear it up. So I will be back when I've stripped it all out. Don't forget to buy the missing parts. Oh fuck. There we are. $8,681. No problem. Now I will sort this thing out.
Hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room. Yeah, you in the danger room. Come on now. It's like a dream. Everything moving fast, but you moving slow. Change the tempo, watch, we on time. Hey, now you know.
Okay, so that's one side cleared.
Listen to the rhythm we giving them, we bringing it with passion. Smashing, you should just move to my groove. Case in point, watch how I improve. Then the automator is ready, you know we're header, a music motivator, and I'ma show you later. But right now we getting down. You frown, cause I surround your sound with rhythmless raw rhymes that really get ya. Do your silly crew like a Philly and I split ya. Hit your hard style showing out. Exhale long and blow 'em out. Yeah, you in the danger room, come on now. Yeah, you in the danger room, come on now. Look, boy, you in the danger room. Hone your skills.
And that is the running gear off. We will refurbish that as we put it back on. So we'll start with torsion bars, then all the suspension arms, etc, etc, etc. But first we need to clear the rest of the outside of the tank of stuff we can't repair ourselves. for us to remove the exterior of the tank, which is where it all starts to look a little bit better. Okay, so rust removal on the exterior is complete. I've decided that we're probably going to fully refurbish the outside of the tank before we move inside, except for the gun, which we're going to put in afterwards, because inside of this tank with the gun breech in there is very cramped and hard to clean. So next, I suppose, is sandblasting it. Right, all done and dusted. Let's return all towards the bench. Got a nice chrome stug, chassis, hull, whatever you want to call it. You may have noticed that I went back and got the rust removal tool because I did actually miss a couple bits, like the gunner optics and these little air vents. But other than that, it went fairly well. So now the next step is to prime and paint it using this here handy dandy paint gun, which is already in the primer mode. How convenient is that? And I know I've got a paint room, but I can't be asked to move the tank, so I will be back when this is done. Right, so that's all now done. All we have to do is repaint it. I've also got to send off the bits that we can't repair ourselves to get mended, outsource repairs, etc. Then start putting the running gear back in and refurbishing that as we go. And fingers crossed we will be sorted to the outside of this tank. Okie dokie. So, what we've got at the tank here is fully painted and all ready to go. We're going to start by putting on the jack and the tow rope on the engine deck, which I'm going to do as I explain what is going to happen next. And then we are going to start putting the running gear back in. So, I suppose I will time-lapse that. Okie dokie. So, that is one side done. Now for the other side. So, the right running gear's done. Pretty much the same process left. I've already recorded this once, so I'm just going to rush through it. I've refurbished in here as well. It's all in decent condition. I had to get these outsourced and put the cooling water outlets in. But now it's time to turn our attention to the engine. Okay, so it took a little bit of puzzling, but the engine is now 100% restored. We can warm it in the back of the stug. And now I suppose it's time we give it a bit of a test. So we'll put fuel in. We'll sort out the oil. And we'll do the coolant in both the tanks. Bing bang bong, so we'll do that, and then let's test it. See the crank going. Drat. Water outlet B. I believe that is actually inside the tank, so let's see what it's like in here. Oh, that's not how that's meant to go. Let's try it again. Driver's seat. There we go. I need to get in assembly mode before I do that. Oh, come on, Liam. That's now in. So we can get out and test the engine again. Outlet D now. Jesus Christ, how many outlets do you need, Stug? Get inside. Driver slot again. How many outlets do you need? Try the loader. He'll probably have something. Oh. put it simply, I ain't seen it, Chief. That's not it. I think I might know where it might be, so we're gonna have to get out. Disassembly mode. Get in the loader seat. Take that off. Get out again. Assembly mode. Get back in the loader seat. God, I wish I could just change while I was in there. And no, it's not under there. I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit. Excuse that, someone's just moving bins outside my house. Cooling water outlet D, where is it? Oh, it's down there. Now this really should work. How many water outlets could it possibly have? Right. Right. And as if by magic, it runs. So we can shut that off and put everything back on the engine deck. Main engine cover, little ones. You can have your wheel back, put your rope and your jack on again. Air vents. And that is the exterior pretty much done. So now we have to go around the interior again and clear out all the bits that we might not be able to clear ourselves. So I'll be back once that's done. So that should be all of it. All we have to do now is go around with rust removal, sandblaster, primer, painting, same old formula, and clear up the inside of the tank. And since it's all cramped in there, I won't time lapse it, I'm just going to cut it out. So I will be back when the interior is complete to show you around. The interior of the Sturmgeschütz is now done. I will give you a little look. Start with the loader slot. Bear in mind that at some point there will be this massive 75mm gun breech here for the anti-tank gun that sits at the front. But as you can tell, it is already quite cramped, hence why I didn't record it. You can see down here you've got the driver's seat, the gunner's seat, and then the commander's cupola where we are currently sat. So yeah, the next step is to just slide the gun in the front of the tank. I'm sure it won't be that easy, but you never know. So first things first, we got the gun to put in there. Gunner base attachment so it doesn't just fall out again. Gun mantlet, outer jacket with 6 screws or bolts. Screws, I think, yeah. Sorry, I'm half asleep. Come on. Yeah, the screws in this game are a little bit skew-iff. And then you got the muzzle brake. And that is the tank complete. Hull exterior condition 100%. If we open up one of the hatches, if we can, apparently not. But look, hull interior condition 100%. So the tank is done and it runs and it's glorious. However, we might want to put a custom paint job on it like I have with the Panzer III over there. So how do we want to do this? We want to move the tank into the paint room off the bat. Close the doors behind us. So here's our glorious little Stug, as we can quite nicely see. First of all, I feel we should pick a good colour. All these RAL colours, those are very German because that's the system they used. RAL 7028, which is Dunkelgelb, which is what they use in North Africa, might go for something like that. Empty is no paint. Well, 1001, very bright. Black grey. That's similar to what we had it before. What's this? Some weird Japanese stuff. I think we might go for the RAL 7028 because most tanks were made like that. If we go into the camo section, we can, if we pick a good one, that one looks quite nice. Very primary. That's similar to the one that we've got, the Panzer III. That's a very North Africa-y one. These don't look very... I do kind of like this one. I wonder if there's a better colour to go with it. Probably quite a light green. Fuck. Oh, hello. Cat just walked into my room. Actually, I think RAL 702A and that one is indeed the way to go. So if we apply that, we now have a finished Sturmgeschütz. I hope you've enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe if you'd like more Tank Mechanic Simulator content. Perhaps next time we can do something bigger, or say something American or Russian, because there is quite a good variety of tanks in this game. It's not just Stugs. So yeah, like and sub if you'd like to see more. Drop a comment if there's a particular type of tank you'd like to see, and I will see you in the next video, whether it be War Thunder or something else.